Hey there everyone. Today we're going to go over some basic arithmetic in JavaScript. So what do we mean by that? Just basic addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication. So we're going to go ahead and do this through codepen.io. But you're just going to go to codepen.com, codepen.io, and just hit start coding. First we're going to set up our environment. Going to turn our editor's behavior. We're going to turn off the save automatically. Hit close. We're going to open up the console so we can view our JavaScript's output. So we're going to start off with addition. And we're going to put in some comments just so we know where we're at in the file. Okay. We're going to declare a variable, and we're going to do this with the context of cash on hand. Let's say you got about $10 on hand. That's something we can all relate to, cash, right? So we're going to declare a variable called cash on hand. And we're going to set it to $10. So again, let is the JavaScript declarative keyword that lets you declare variables. It's equivalent to what var used to be in some sense, with some improvement over what var offered. So var variable. So yeah, we got $10 cash on hand, and we're going to do a quick. Actually, we're going to save that for just. We're going to put that off to the side for just for a second. So just a basic arithmetic output. We're just going to do a console log of 1 plus 3. We're going to comment out where we declare a variable. We don't have to because it will just get read. But it will just get read as a variable being declared. It's not actually being used in anywhere, but that's fine. We'll comment it out. Again, 2 forward slashes in JavaScript allow you to comment out pieces of code, actually one line at a time, where a forward slash a star will allow you to comment out multiple lines of code until you close it with a star and another forward slash. See how this line of code here is no longer grayed out. So we commented line 4 out. We just want to check if this statement adds up to 4. So let's go ahead and click run. There we go. We logged out 4. Perfect. So on with our example. Let's say we got $10 cash on hand. Actually, let's leave this up here just because I want that to be the first thing. So now we're going to comment out where we start our addition here. right? There's our where we checked if 1 plus 3 does equal 4, and just double check again. In fact, it does. That's great. So let's say now we got a scenario, right? And we're gonna add some money to our wallet. Let's say today we got paid $5. So we increased what we had, our cash on hand, by really half. So we're gonna get paid $5, and we're gonna say we're gonna get paid, yeah, $5. So we're gonna declare a variable called pay, and it's going to equal 5. So we're going to add our cash on hand. By the variable pay, which equals 5. So this should equal 15, right? So that means we should have $15 on hand. Well, we should have $15 because cash on hand is still $10. Right? There we go. So the cash on hand plus what we got paid today is $15. Awesome. But let's introduce another scenario. Let's say instead of getting paid $5, let's say that we lost $3 today, or rather we had a bill that was $3. But first, let's just go over subtraction real quick. And we're going to subtract 1 from 3. Let's go ahead and clear our console. And it should equal 2, right? So that is subtraction. But now let's take it into the context of our cash on hand and these variables. So let's go ahead and declare a new variable. And it's going to be a bill. And let's say that bill is $3. And let's say we still have those $10 on hand. And we're going to add this scenario here where we have to pay a bill, right? Let's go ahead and console.log our variable cash on hand minus our bill, which is $3, and cash on hand is $10. Let's go ahead and clear our console. Let's go ahead and give this a run. And we have $7 left after our bill. Now let's get a little bit further into this with multiplication. And we're just going to, again, start out with a console.log of, let's say, 3 times 9. Let's clear our console. Let's give this a run. And yep, 3 times 9 is 27. There we go. And our scenario here is, let's say we made an investment, right? And I forgot to comment it out there, but see, 2 forward slashes, allow you to comment out pieces of code. Our scenario is our investment. We made a wise investment and it paid off at, let's say, 3 times our initial investment. So let's go ahead and console.log. Let's say we had invested our cash on hand. We were really bullish and we went all in on company XYZ, right? And company XYZ just popped over the last year and it's gained 3 times its initial IPO. So our cash on hand that, let's say, we had originally invested, and we're going to multiply that by a, let's call it investment payoff. Actually, you know what? Let's be super bullish, we made a great investment. We're going to say it was times 5, right? So times 5, and we're going to have cash on hand times investment payoff. Let's go ahead and clear our console. And that should equal 50. Yep, there it is, 50. So now let's get into the subject of division. And we're going to, again, console.log. Let's say 9 divided by 3. And that should equal 3, right? Let's clear our console, run it. Yep, and there it is, 3. So again, comment out our scenario. And this time, since we're doing the division, we'll say that our investment went rather poor. And we're going to say it shrunk to a quarter of what we had initially invested. So we lost 75% of our initial investment. So our investment loss is going to be, 75% loss. So now our initial investment is only worth 25% of what we had initially put in. So again, we're going to console.log, and our variable is cash on hand, which was that $10 we had initially invested. And we're going to declare a variable here. We're going to call it investment loss. So we're going to divide this by 4, right? Oh, sorry. By investment loss, which is equal to 4, right? The value of this variable investment loss has been set to 4. Let's go ahead and clear our console, run it, and now our value of that investment is 2.5. So we had lost 75%. So we divided cash on hand, which had a value of 10, and we divided it by investment loss, which had a value of 4. So this was just a quick video on some basic arithmetic in JavaScript. If you have any questions, feel free to comment them down below, or if you have anything else you'd like to see. I'll keep trying to add some more videos on basic JavaScript going forward. But yeah, if you have anything else you'd like to see, feel free to comment it down below and drop me a like. Thank you. See you in the next one.